Hi friends! We're glad to welcome you to our acrylic painting workshop. The workshop is led by artist Tatiana Zubova. Today we'll use the following acrylic paints. The first is titanium white, then red paint, light blue paint. I'll use brilliant blue. You can take any light blue paint that you have, or you can mix blue with white to get it. Then purple. Also take any purple paint. And black. We'll use such a small set of colors. This will be enough for today's picture. We'll paint a very cute penguin. We'll also need a jar with water and also a regular hand sprayer. Let's wet paint a bit. Choose a wide spray angle to add just a bit of water to paints so that they will dry longer. My canvas size is 35 by 25 centimeters. You can take a smaller or bigger one, or even use a small postcard to make a nice gift. It'll be really awesome. We also need a lot of paper towels. We need something thicker than tissues. If you don't have paper towels, you can take any rag. We need to wipe paint brushes to remove excess moisture. So we need something that absorbs water. For painting with acrylics, we need synthetic brushes. Don't use brushes with natural hairs like Klinsky or sable hair brushes. Acrylics damage natural paint brushes a lot. Take a small synthetic brush like this. Use blue or purple paint to sketch. Divide the canvas in half. Somewhere between these marks, we'll place the penguin in the lower part. His head will end here. Then divide the lower part from this mark in half again. So this is the middle, and the mark a little lower. So this is the head of the penguin. Outline a smaller circle here, and the bigger one here. The top one is the head, and the bottom one is the body. Note that he placed slightly to the right, but not exactly in the middle. He'll stand on the ice floe. Outline it with horizontal strokes. Define its size. Let it be like this. And show uneven edges. This floe has a thickness, so outline the bottom part. This edge even looks like the folds of the fabric. And the rest is water where this ice floats. Then outline the coast. And mountains in the background. Choose the height. Like this. Also, there'll be a moon illuminating all around. Let's make it so big. Maybe a little smaller. Now let's detail the penguin. We'll divide the body in two parts. Outline the top circle, it'll be the breast, and the bottom part is the belly. You can make it bigger if you want. Then let's outline the flipper-like wings. 1 and 2. It consists of such uneven lines. Now the face. In the center mark the beak. Like this, a little shorter and flatter. Then add curved lines here. And add the cheeks. The head, like a spacesuit helmet. We can even draw his eyes closed like he's smiling and enjoying the moment. Now let's fill it with colors. By the way, when using acrylics, it's very important to wash the brushes and keep them clean, unlike oil painting where we don't wash the brushes. Wash it and then wipe with a paper towel. Take a white synthetic brush, wet it a bit in water, and remove excess water like this. Mix white with blue and even a bit of purple and cover the sky. By the way, we can add a little black to tone down the color. And again just a bit of black, then purple, blue and white. And cover this part. Closer to the moon, the sky will be more illuminated. So wipe the brush and add already brighter color, white with blue, around the moon. And then, while the paint is still wet, blend it with the first color with such crosswise movements. And you can also blend these colors in the sky some more. Wipe the brush. And let's move on. Mix purple with blue. We got such a bright blue color. And add just a little bit of black to make this color a little darker. Apply this darker blue under the Ice Floe. Apply the paint with such wide movements. And add lighter colors little by little. And move upwards. Wipe the brush and then wash it. First, we need to remove excess paint from the brush, then wash it and dry. Apply a little lighter blue in the upper part of water. I'll add some more white to make this color a little lighter. And gradually blend these colors here. Cover the mountains with a quite dark color. First, outline the shape. And then cover the mountains. With the coast, and make a rather sharp border with water. Wipe and wash the brush. And we can tear off some paper towels at once. We should try to work very quickly because acrylic paints dry very fast. If your paints are getting dry, you can wet them with a hand sprayer again. But don't overdo this. The paint shouldn't be very liquid. Now take a smaller brush, like this. It's a synthetic flat brush. Now let's mix a rather light color, such grayish purple. Fill the bottom part of the body. Then pick up even lighter color and fill the body. Try to blend colors at once like this. And now we can cover even the face. Don't be afraid that the paints can mix now, it's okay. Now we can also add dark outline. Use such a grayish purple color. Lean on your little finger like this in order not to mess up the background. And outline it. Like this. A rather wide and flat beak. Your little finger can leave some marks on the paint, but it's okay. Our penguin is looking on the right, so make the right part a little smaller and the left one a little bigger. Envelop his head like a hat on the left and on the right add just an outline. We can smooth the marks from our little finger a bit like this. Fill the rest of the head. And move lower. Feel the wing. Now I'll use a lighter color for the eyes, and I'll also crop the penguin a bit like this to make him a little shorter. The moon is behind, so let's add a shadow under the penguin and a little to the right. Always wipe your brush. Pick up white. Since there is already some paint on the brush, the color won't be pure white, but a bit grayish. Let's correct the Ice Floe outline. Take a round brush and begin to correct outlines. White paint is opaque, so it can cover the background. Try to choose a good opaque white paint. Titanium white itself covers other colors well, but some companies make poor quality paints that cannot do this. And add rather light blue strokes little by little. Like this. The Ice Floe has an even color. Below, apply slightly brighter light blue. Let's make such a nice transparent Ice Floe. Emphasize the outlines of the object. Add even lighter color moving lower on the thickness of the eyes. And we got such a cold, frosty part. Pick up a little darker color and outline the edging of the object. Wipe the brush and gently blend paints here a little while they're still wet. Now we can take an even thinner brush and add some vertical lines like cracks in the ice. And parallel with this, add light parts of these cracks. Try to make them different. Mix white with a bit of red. We should get a very light color, white with a light pink tint. Cover the moon. Fill the circle and leave it. Apply the same pinkish tint on the eyes. Show the reflection of the moon here. Then wipe the brush, wash it and dry. Let's work on the mountains in the background and show the mountain relief. A little lighter. Touch unevenly, somewhere less and somewhere more. You can also use a palette knife to add more textured strokes, but it optionally. Use an even a little lighter color. Show the mountain tops. Now add a little lighter blue to water in the background. Gently blend it with the medium blue which is already on the canvas. In the foreground also add such a light blue color. Try to apply it with a thin layer. So we keep the dark shadow from the eyes. Let's add even a little shadow here on the left. Let's work on the penguin's face. Pick up lighter colors, even with this pinkish. Occasionally, you can spray the paints on the palette with a hand sprayer. Make the cheeks lighter, the breast, and the top part of the belly. Wipe the brush and gently blend this light color. Make the breast and the belly more fluffy and shaggy. Also add a light pinkish blue color to the outlines of the light parts here. Again, wipe the brush and spread this color more gently with a dry brush. I'll add some more light pinkish color to the belly. Now we need to leave to dry this part and only then add another details. Then pick up a bluish purple color and add a light outlines along the edging here. Wipe the brush and spread this color down. Keep some dark color here and add a bit of light color on the wing. Let's add feet. Like a spiral. Let's move to the top part. Mix white with blue and a bit of red. Outline the moon with this light color. We can also even the circle. I'll again pick up white with blue without red. We can wipe something with a finger. And spread this color gently to the sides. Wipe and wash the brush. Pick up a little more pinkish color. Add it to the moon. And to the eyes. Also add this pinkish color to the cheeks. And then blend it well with a dry brush. Also, make lighter the part under the beak. We should do the sections on the dry paint. Add a bit of pinkish tint to the breast and belly. Then add some reflections to water here. Take a palette knife. Pick up light blue with this pinkish. And add such a relief on the edge of the mountains. To the moonlit parts. And add some smaller parts with a brush. Make the coastline a little lighter. And make the edge of water a little darker here. Let's also add some more cracks of the ice in some places. Somewhere in water there can be patches of frozen ice. Do it with the tip of a thin brush. Use liquid paint. And make the edging of the ice floe thickness even darker. And spread it a little down with a dry brush. If it's very dry, add a little water. So now the ice floe looks even more transparent. Now take a thin brush. Let's emphasize the place where the ice touches water with an even darker color. And add some more light blue under the ice. So we'll show the reflection of the ice floe. Look, now it reflects so nice here. Let's make the shadow of the penguin a little darker. And then gently spread the shadow. Now make the bottom part of the head a little more blue. And make the belly more rounded like this. Add even such purple. Blend it. Make a kind of a ball. When the moon is already dry, we can add some figures. Pick up a thin, very light blue paint. And add uneven patterns. The color shouldn't be very dark. It's almost like this pinkish, but half of a tone darker. And emphasize the outlines of the moon with even lighter, such a white color. You also can correct uneven outlines of the moon if you want. Let's add a lighter edging of the penguin Let's add the eyes with a thin brush. Pick up a lighter color, grayish blue, and add eyelids. Also add light spot on the beak and blend it. And I'll add shadows on the face. Some more under the head. Add the pink. Now already a little more blue. Now let's add the edging more accurately. Lean on your finger and blend it with another brush. Blend it with another clean brush. Leave the light from the moon on the edging. Let's complete our painting with the snow. Pick up a light and even pinkish paint and add such dots here and there on the painting. You can add smaller snowflakes if you want. To do this, take a fan brush and splatter paint like this. And if you want to make larger snowflakes, it's better to use this brush. Somewhere press harder and somewhere lighter. Make some snowflakes more translucent and some brighter. Try to make them chaotic and different. So we got such a cute penguin on the ice floe. I wish you great paintings and a good mood. See you in the next videos!